Mic checker, the microphone wrecker, Demond, the demon, signing in. It's the weekend. I'm not even sipping, people. I'm chilling, sober as a judge. We're listening to Black Flag. The first 4 years. I did Damaged. And I slated the record because I'm not a Henry Rollins fan. He's not sold himself to me yet. I was such a hater that one of you, yeah, started leaving hate on my music. I hurt some punk's feelings with that one. But, I am a fan of the Nervous Breakdown EP. And someone said, if you like early Black Flag, you need to check out the first 4 years. And I've never checked out the first 4 years. So, here I am. This playlist has 19 tunes on it, okay? I don't know if it blends over into any tunes on Damaged or any Rollins material. To be fair with you, I really have no idea. We'll just have to find out. It does have Damaged on it, actually. I don't know if that's Rollins though. We'll have to work it out as we go along. I'm gonna listen to it regardless, you know, and we'll have another discussion about what I think. But we're gonna start with a song I do like. Okay, I'm getting a quick buzz. I'll see you in one moment. Had to answer a call. I'm back, buzzed. I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. I was gonna say Death Grips sampled the Black Flag tune, but it was Rise Above they sampled. So this is Nervous Breakdown. I do know this tune, but we're gonna listen to it. I've not heard this tune in a minute. I'd heard it in a minute. So shout out to all of you punk rockers with your Black Flag bar tattoos. I see you out there. I see the Misfits tattoo you got as well on the other side. Don't ask me how I know. Yo, if you want to access all the full albums I listen to, that you love to hear, that you love to engage with, click the link down in the description. Let's not mess about. Let's not fool about. You got one life. Don't waste your time waiting for me to entertain you. Entertain yourself by clicking the link down below. This one is Nervous Breakdown. Come on now. Better, head on my shoulders. Is going berserk. It's a great guitar tone. It's a fantastic energy. Like, as far as energy is concerned, wow. I've never really paid attention to the bass tone, but that bass is sounding nice and crisp. The vocal line is brilliant as far as it's audible. You can hear the words. No overt screaming and ranting and raving. Really suits this track. It's going When was this put out? This was earlier than 83, wasn't it? Oh, music publisher 1978, Sestone Music 78. There's a little bit of Buzzcocks in the music, don't you think? There's a parallel to the Buzzcocks. The same old lines. Don't tell me that today, if you know what's good for you, you get out of my way. 'Cause I'm crazy and I'm hurt. Where did I hear this initially? Was this on the Tony Hawk soundtrack by any chance? That's where I found, like, all of these fucking early punk stuff, to be honest. Yo, I want to give a shout out and my respects to the Tony Hawk soundtracks, because they were second to none. Where have I heard Nervous Breakdown before? What got me hearing Nervous Breakdown? On my shoulders, going faster. Who is it on the guitar? Is it Dez on the guitar? Because I just want to say, this riffing is good. When it gets into all the wanky sort of arty playing, I didn't like that in Black Flag.
I won't apologize for acting out of line. You see the way I am. You leave anytime you daggers. I'm crazy.
And let me just say, I'd love to do a little listen through to some Minor Threat, but I actually crashed my car listening to Minor Threat one time, and so I'm triggered to hell and back. I can't listen to that band no more. It just... I got PTSD from that band, man. I got a Minor Threat Black Sheep tattoo, so I'm a bit of a basic bitch as well. I know I slagged you off with your Black Flag bars and your Misfit skull. I got a fucking traditional Minor Threat sheep.
Head on my shoulders, going
Crazy.
crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm so bad with a fucking red. I'm so bad with a fucking thing. I'm so sick of everything. I just wanna
A really brilliant performance and a really good production. I mean, that sounded so crisp to me. I'm wondering if this is an actual remaster. Was the first 4 years remastered in comparison to the records they were actually taken from? I wonder. Let's keep it moving. We've got Fix Me coming up next. 56 seconds long. Dez, King of the Pit TV, the King Punk, the punkest of them all. Love you all. We're listening to Black Flag. Fix Me. Normally a song this brief, I would listen to the next song as well in this video, but I'm sure I got enough to say on this one tune in particular to have a good video out of it. So I know this tune. I not listened to the Nervous Breakdown EP in so long that I forgot the track listing. Is this actually on it? Greg Gunn, or Greg Gin, I'm sure, and Mike Valalalalalalele dislike this video. Yo, Black Flag played here, where I'm based, like, this year. And Mike V fronted them. I don't know how the hell that happened, but it sold out. I didn't turn up to that, I couldn't care less. But when did this happen? Why is Mike V fronting Black Flag? Why are Black Flag still about? It's crazy, innit? So this is Fix Me. Fix me, fix my head. Fix me, please, I don't want to be dead. I ain't heard this in years on end. Let's jam out. Come on now, people.
1, 2, 3.
This is a right shin shaker, mate.
Someday I'll feel no pain. Someday I won't have a brain. They'll take away the part that hurts and let the rest breathe.
It's got a vibe like Sonic Reducer by the Dead Boys, you know that?
Fix me, fix my head. Fix me, please, I don't wanna be dead. Someday, well, I'll be rich. Someday, I won't listen to you, bitch. I'll turn up the volume, and you can hear other shit we play just for you. Fix me, fix my head. Fix me, please, I don't wanna be dead. Someday, I feel no pain.
Man, the production on this record is quality, in my opinion. The guitars sound fat as hell.
Someday, I won't have a brain. I'll take away the part that hurts and let the rest remain. Fix me, fix my head.
What was the amp they played through on this?
Fix me, please, I don't wanna be dead. Just fix it.
That's a great tune. Great vocal performance. Fantastic energy. Right little shin shaker, that number. Right little shin shaker. Yo, I seen Gallows perform back in the day with Frank Carter fronting them. And they covered one of these tunes. I can't remember which one they did. It wasn't great, don't get me wrong. I don't want to say it was Nervous Breakdown. I don't know which one they covered. We've got I've Had It coming up next. I don't know if I've heard this one. Dez, not the Dez from Black Flag. I'm Dez too. I'm not the original Dez, but I'm the king of the pit. We're listening to Black Flag the first 4 years. This one's entitled I've Had It.
I can't go to work. The boss is a jerk.
I like the sassiness to the vocals. The boss is a jerk. Come on.
I ain't got time for this school. The fucker's a fool. I'm going to explode. I've had it. I lie around TV on. I don't do nothing. I just hang around. Waiting for a call from the door I want to fall. I'm going to
Explode that panic.
It's all you. I gotta take no more abuse. I found the fucking lions. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Oh, I'm going to explode. I'm had it. Give it another chance. For a minute of a minute. I'll play guitar from my car. I won't get very far. I'm going to explode.
Very cool. I related them to the Buzzcocks on Nervous Breakdown. The tempo is one thing, but the vocal performance is very charismatic. Really not experimental, but it's not clean. It's not a clean take. It's very expressive, really brilliant, such as the early Buzzcocks material. So I do like that. Catchy riff. Really catchy riffs as of so far. I've heard this one before. Yeah, definitely. What was I going to say? Yeah, I digress from the record, but I heard on a podcast, I think it was the This Is Hardcore podcast. Black Flag, was it? It was either This Is Hardcore podcast, or it was, I think it was either that, or it was the Everybody But Us podcast, which is an English podcast from a few fellas from Ruction Records, and they referenced Black Flag being an incredibly hard-working touring band, like real heavy-duty touring. And I don't know much about the story of this band, so if you know anything in regards to that, and in particular their touring schedule, at least earlier in their years, let me know, man. Wasted coming up next. I was so wasted. Come on. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Black Flag the first 4 years. This is track 4 entitled Wasted. Come on. Sounds a little bit like, I know this predates it a lot. Sounds a little bit like the early Gigi Allen stuff before he went full on, you know, Gigi. Do you know the early Gigi stuff? That vocal performance.
I had a skateboard. I was so heavy, man. I lived on the strand. I was so wasted. I was so fucked up.
Little bit of a Johnny Rotten as well in there, you know.
I was so macked up. I was so screwed up. I was out of my head. I was so jacked up. I was so drugged up. I was so napped out. I was out of my head. I was so wasted. I was wasted.
Quality tune. I mean, I don't have too much to reference in regards to that tune. It was an alright little number. So we're moving off a Nervous Breakdown now. We got Jealous Again coming up next. I don't know if I know this one, so we're in for a little treat potentially. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. We're moving on to a few tracks I'm believe I'm unfamiliar with now. So this one is Jealous Again, okay? What we jealous of?
Solve them.
Let's check it out. Come on.
You're jealous again. No, she's just a friend. Why can't I do anything without being yelled at? Always on the phone. Never leave me alone. Why don't you just tell me what you want from me? Said I'll never leave you. No, I'll never leave you. Stop the end. No, it's not the end. I won't beat you up. And I won't push you around. Cause if I do that, the cops will get me for doing it. I wanna go and have some fun. Go where the action is.
Is this the same vocalist?
Who the hell are you to tell me who my friends are? Say I'll never leave you. No, I'll
Let's
never
go check
leave
it out.
you. Stop the end. No, it's not the end.
Jealous Again. The Black Crows? Who the hell are the Black fucking Crows? Who's done this fucking tune? The oldie recordings with Ron Reyes. Is that the front man? Jealous Again is the second EP by American hardcore punk band Black Flag and the third ever release on SST Records. Man, it's 6 minutes 30 long. Come on. Who's on this number? Spurred on by the reception of their first release, the EP Nervous Breakdown, Black Flag entered the studio in '79 with new drummer Robo and original singer Keith Morris. Okay. Oh, mate, you know what? They're referencing all sorts of shit. I don't even care. Let's jam out, man. I like the vocals, though.
Said I'll never leave you. No, I'll never leave you.
Ba, 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 da, ba.
Stop the end. No, it's not the end.
Ba, 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 da, ba.
You're jealous again. You're jealous again. You're jealous again and again and again and again and again and again and again.
So let's get it right, yeah? Let's get it right. Hardcore punk, yeah? Blazing, cool stuff. But at the foundation, the essence of what made this band good and create the impact they had. Good songwriting. Good songwriting. Didn't just make a racket and become a noise. Wrote good songs. Brilliant. That was a good tune. That was Jealous Again. We've got Revenge coming up next. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I mean, one thing that really is kind of cool to me is that this is the late 70s and these songs are like sub 1 minute long. That is hardcore punk. That's early to be doing shit like that. I like it. dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to The Blackest Flag of All. This one's entitled Revenge. Have I heard it? Who knows? Let's find out. Come on.
It's not my imagination. I've got a gun on my back.
That guitar tone is incredible. I love the guitar tones on these records.
Promises you made never become facts. We're gonna get revenge. You won't know what hit you. We're tired of being screwed. Don't tell me about tomorrow. Don't tell me what I'll get. Like a finger block, press red. Just around the corner. There's a better cold pavement. Wait for that. Revenge! 1, 2, 3, revenge!
Sounds like the Descendants took a little bit of influence from this sort of stuff. Do you not think? That was Revenge. It wasn't my favourite song, to be honest. That was the weakest one we've heard so far. We got White Minority coming up next, people, okay? Bam, bam, bam. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. This one's White Minority. Click the link down in the description to access all of the full album listens and commentaries. Don't waste your time, people. Come on now. White Minority. Oh, what a riff! American. I've heard this one before. Quite funny because you had White Minority and then Minor Threat did Guilty of Being White. And of course part of the hardcore subculture was to shave your head. So you had a bunch of skinheads knocking around. I think there was more of a right-wing element when it came to like the earlier days of hardcore punk or in some particular scenes. Obviously not within Black Flag and Minor Threat and all of that and them communities, but I just think it quite funny how these lot kind of looked a bit racist and wrote songs that could be perceived as racist, but it just wasn't. Yo, these lot always used to go into fights and stuff, innit? Like a lot of beef and stuff, or at least that's what the biographies state, you know. I read so much. I don't really care for like reading about music scenes and stuff like that. It's not my sort of reading, but I did have the book American Hardcore, and you know, just along the way you pick up little tidbits of where people referenced how violent it was at events and stuff. I don't know if that's completely fabricated just by a bunch of old dudes looking back and sort of blowing it out of proportion with rose tinted glasses. Do you know what I mean? Because there's always an element of violence within these circuits, and I'm speaking from my limited experience, but it's like, you know, I could just pick and choose and highlight that, like all the pit beef and shit like that, and then look back at it in 20 years time and say, yeah, it was so violent, man, when the reality of it is, for the majority of the time, it was not, you know. You ever get that? All of the old heads. Yeah, I'm probably speaking to a few old heads right now. I'm speaking to you. You know, and I'm not as young as I used to be, right? So I you know what I mean, some people look at me like an old head, but some of you old heads, yeah. Oh, back the mods and rockers era, it was violent. Oh, I knew a few Teddy boys back in the day. Oh, in the 80s, man, with the National Front, and we used to scrap and all of that. You know what I mean? There's always like, oh yeah, back in my day it used to be ruthless. You didn't want to be knocking around back then. I think everybody from every generation has got that sort of pumped up attitude when it comes to it. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, we're in, what, the 2020s now? And you go to some of these shows, you go down to, like, beatdown hardcore shows and stuff where everyone's got an ego that needs expressing to the world. And you'll see the exact sort of immaturity you probably saw in these events back in the day. I wasn't there, but I'm digressing. This is a philosophical talk whilst watching Black Flag right now. Whilst listening to Black Flag, alright? Yeah, punk's not dead, I'm keeping it alive, people. There we go. That was my minority, To put a long story short, I like the riff, the song. There, can throw that away. We got No Values coming up next, people. All right. What? There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in. This one's entitled No Values. Let's not waste no time. Come on. We're listening to the first 4 years.
I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say.
Fastest one so far.
I got nothing to give you. Why don't you just go away? I got no values, nothing to say. I got no values, might as well blow you away. Loose as a whore on the corner. Always loaded to the hill.
Ba ba ba.
I can try satisfaction. I can destroy everything you feel. I got no values, nothing to say. I got no values, might as well blow you away. Don't you try pacification. What do you know, it won't work. Why might try some annihilation? Bury your face in the dirt. I got no values, nothing to say. I got no values, might as well blow you away. Don't you try pretending, telling me it's alright. Why am I start destroying everything in my sight? No value, no, 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 no value, no, 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 no values.
I like that end bit, the end vocal right there. That was clean. That was a good tune. That was a good tune. Most energetic. Well, nah, I won't say most energetic because there's been some fantastic energy on this record so far. Fastest tempo at the very least. And it was the longest. Not only was it the fastest, but it was the longest tune as well. So that's an explosion of a track right there. That was good. No Values. Next up, we've got You Bet. We've got Something Personal Against You, which is like the longest song title of all time. All right, Nile have got some work to do if they want to beat this one. Let's keep it moving.
You don't have anything against.
Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget rest now. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. This is, I don't even know what track this is, because, man, I've been wearing my contact lenses for too long. I'm blind as a bat. This tune is entitled You Bet We've Got Something Personal Against You, which could quite possibly be the worst song title of all time. Of all time. So, let's see what the music's saying. Let's go.
You don't have anything against.
I ain't heard this one.
You bet I've got something personal against you. We know you stole our song, you look back. Ever touching them, you look back. Fucking weird all down, you look back. Everything you've done now, you bet that I've got something personal against you. You deny all the sleeves got graffiti, you look back. Stealing from our past.
What does this remind me of? What? Who did that tune? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I only heard it recently. Circle Jerks.
It's mindless and your possible laugh. We know what you're behind our back now. You bet that I've got something personal against you. You deny I slid out the border. You done nothing of your own. You done nowhere to go but down.
Oh, do you want to know my comment about that tune? I know why I've never heard this song referenced before. It was shit. Let's keep it moving. Track number 10. Double digits now. This one's entitled Clocked In. Let's keep it moving, people. Let's keep it moving. Bam, bam. Wah! There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. King of the Pizzle TV. Kizzle of the Pizzle TV. This one's entitled Clocked In. I'm losing my marbles. Don't you mind me. Let's go.
Time to o'clock. I can't get low. I did this to myself. Put my
This is it with Black Flag for me, right? As the years go by, the riffs change from some of the best punk riffs of all time to this Dream Theater shit. That's what I don't like.
I'm running on those. What? What's those sounds? Gotta move. We move samples, play moves. Real song. I've gotta be on time. Gotta collect my reward. I've gotta stand in line. Makes me feel so fucking bored. Right. What's those sounds? Gotta move. We move samples, play moves. Real song. Black box.
Yo, just by the riffing that's going on now, I think this is where the record's going to take a turn for the worse for me.
What does that mean?
This is where I'm going to start annoying the Black Flag fans. I can tell.
No matter how
I want my free chord point.
I try, can't get that fucker off my back. No, what's the sounds? Gotta move. He moves and more play moves. Real slow. That sound wakes me up in the morning. I don't know. Make my brain right into a sieve. I don't do this shit every day. I ain't taking no more. I'll go to work. Knock that fucker off the wall. Then quit. Go home. What's the sound? Gotta move. He moves and more play moves. Real slow. So stop.
That was Clocked In. I don't have much to say about it because that's not my style. That's not my style. I don't just want to sit here and hate. There's nothing in that tune I liked. We got Six Pack coming up next, which we've heard. Six Pack's on Damaged, innit? I don't mind Six Pack. I think it's quite catchy. I think it's a reference to one of the early singers, one of the alternate singers of Black Flag, right? Who like to have a drink. Let's keep it moving. Bam bam! Yes. dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Do I look tired? Be nice to me. Tell me I don't. I am tired. Six pack. Got a six pack and nothing better to do than watch TV and have a couple of brews. I know this number. Let's see if there's anything we can comment on. I think I've already reacted to it off of the Damaged record. This might be a variation on it though. Don't know if I've heard their cover of Louie Louie. Is this Rollins era now then? Them gang chants sound really powerful, really well produced.
I know they'll waste our time. I know it'll be okay. I got a six pack in me. That's right.
Bassist is noodling about there.
Girlfriend asks which one I like better. I hope the answer won't upset her.
That's a good line. My girlfriend asked me which one I like better. I hope the answer won't upset her. That's a great line.
I was born with a bottle in my mouth. Now I got six, so I'll never run out.
I know.
It'll be okay. When I get a six pack in me. That's right. $35 and this is back to my name. Spend the rest on being so surveyed. They say I'm fucked all the time. But I know they'll waste of time. Fuck
Good tune. At this point, Black Flag started to... I don't know. I'm not a punk rock historian. I won't even comment. But that was Six Pack. I've heard it before. Coming up next, I've not heard this one before. So let's keep things moving on now. Come on. dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Are we going to pit any further, or are we just going to noodle about and hear some sing-alongs at this point? We're listening to the first 4 years of Black Flag. This one's titled I've Heard It Before. I've not heard it before, so let's get into it. Come on.
Don't need authority. Authority figures. Don't need.
Punk Rock 101. These dudes have been taking a little bit of inspo from Bowling for Supak in here. They've been down Punk Rock 101, I hear.
Don't need their shit. Don't want it. Can't stand it. Don't need their bogus attitudes. Got enough of my own. Don't need it. Authority. Bullshit. Authority. Bullshit. Authority. Bullshit. Won't hear their talk. I know what I'm doing. It may be wrong, but I gotta get it done. So, shut up! I've heard it before. Don't wanna hear it again. I've heard it before. Just wanna shut you up. Fuck all you people can't see my side. I got my own strategies for my life. I see everything take your ways. Don't tell me how to make my way. I've heard it before. Don't wanna hear it again. I've heard it before. Just
You can't say that. That's blasphemous. Black Flag were punk rock through and through and through. Do you not know what Black Flag started? Let me say, right, at this stage, with the instrumental sounding like this, Black Flag to me has become a rock band. The guitars are too riffy experimental. The 3-chord powerhouse we had in the first tracks on this record was so much better than this sound, in my opinion. And I know it's, you know, up for debate because people love Black Flag. Just respect me for my opinion, please. Come on now. But so many stunted stop and starts, just like me pausing this video, that you couldn't have a consistent little mooch about, could you?
don't forget your socks, don't forget your shoes. Mama said, oh, baby, fuck no. I've heard it before. Don't wanna hear it again. I've heard it before. Just wanna shut you up. Fuck all you people can't see my side. I got my own strategies all my life. I see the evidence in your way. Don't tell me how to make my way. I've heard it before.
And now I have heard it before. I've heard it once. We've got American Waste coming up next. Alright, let's keep it moving.
Sports.
What? dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Black Flag. This one's entitled American Waste. Not to be mistaken for Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, which is sick as hell. Let's go.
The world has got some blame for me. Courthouse, jails, and factories. Black and whites on the street for me, for me. I see my place in American waste. Face red choices I can take. American waste, American waste. I'm my own, I see my place. I'm alone, on the way out. Smart enough, it's all spelled out. I know what I see, what I want. The doors are closed in this maze. I see my place in American waste. Face red choices I can take. American waste, American waste. I'm my own, I see my face. Boredom looks for its kicks, going down on down. I see it coming. I can't do anything. Not for me, not for me. I won't end up in the heat. I want out.
Yo, how many people with the Black Flag bars tattoos do you think actually genuinely enjoys Black Flag? Genuine question.
Free, burning, burning. I see my place in American ways. Faced with choices I can't take. American ways, American ways. I'm out.
I think people enjoy what they represented and what the history tells them to sort of feel, as opposed to like the actual music. Because Henry Rollins' era Black Flag, honestly, is dire. I can't fucking stand it. I can't stand it.
I see my face.
I can't stand it. I think the songs are crap. I think the guitar playing's horrible. It doesn't work with the band, man. We got Machine coming up next. I'm hating. The hate-a-thon continues. We got Machine coming up next. Track 14. Yo. dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. The hate-a-thon continues. I've not heard this. This is Machine. But I bet it goes. Wah ba ba da ba. Wah ba ba da ba ba da. Ba da da ba da ba da. And the guitar goes. Do 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 do. And you can access all the full album listens via the link in the description. Let's listen to music together. Let's engage. Let's talk. Come on now, Machine.
I'm not a machine.
Feels like he's shouting into my ear.
I'm not a machine. I'm not a machine.
I am.
Won't work. I'm not a machine. Machine! 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 You push right to my head. I'm not a machine. Get right for you. My own self. Get things for myself. Produce. Machine! I'm not a machine! My heart! I'm not a machine!
Keith Morris was the best for Black Flag. Keith Morris was the best songwriter in Black Flag. Definitely. And I think I ain't even heard one of the singers, but I can already state that Keith Morris is the best songwriter Black Flag had. Definitely. Like, you tell me how many punk rockers were listening to this saying, yes, this is sick. This is so good. Makes me want to skank to this noise. I want to slam dance to Machine. Give me riffs. Give me riffs.
Machine!
How much art can you take? At least we got Louie coming up. At least we've got Louie Art. I got art on the mind now. At least we've got Louie coming up. This is pretentious. Louie's coming up now. Come on. Louie. dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. It's been non-stop hate through the second half of this record, but I think that's going to come to an end now. Come on now.
Louie!
Didn't Ramones cover this as well?
We gotta go. I said now, Louie! We gotta go. You know the pain that's in my heart. It just shows I'm not very smart. Who needs love when you got a gun? Who needs love to have any fun? I said now, Louie! We gotta go. We gotta go. Going away. We gotta go. I said now,
And you know what? I got a special message. We're going to leave that on a free for free. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I did it with Joy Division. I did it with... Oh, what are they called? The Distillers. Was it the Distillers? I think so. And I'm going to do it with Black Flag the first 4 years. We've got Damaged 1 coming up next at 4 minutes 8 seconds. People, I'm not even going to listen to it. I'm not even going to listen to it. I cannot stand this era of Black Flag. I don't even know what goes on beyond, because at this point I stopped listening to the band. Henry Rollins' era Black Flag is just so pretentious. There's like no punk value in this for me. And when I say that, I don't say that to say they're not a punk rock band, but I say that to say as far as the instrumental goes, there's no energy in it to me. I don't want to hear wank on the guitar, and I'll listen to a prog band if I want that. And I don't want the, you know, I've gone too far. I'm signing out. I want to say one love to all of you lot. Next time we'll put on some bloody, I don't even know, bit of Backstreet Boys or something, alright. Get some songwriting on the go. One love.